Yes, the classic hard drive as a speaker gag. Very popular on YouTube. I thought I'd make my own. Um, okay, I'd like to first say mine's a little different. You know, everyone's got their little special thing. Right now mine's the only thing that's really making it different. I'm going to probably try to push a couple more of these here, but this one's not hooked up to the channel. This is a, I'm going to touch it because it's plugged in, and God knows the wiring on this thing could be horrible. But this is a unit from my subwoofer box here. I'm using it as a preamp, and I had it plugged in the channels. You know, that was nice and all. It worked. Sounded about as loud as any other hard drive speaker. But I took it a step further. I took the leads that were connected to the actual subwoofer speaker, plugged it into those, and I found a little treat. Excuse the extra screen. Mean green. And this is the end result. This is Rob Zombie Dracula. Sounds alright, right? Oh, jeez. But there's the bass. Alright, so I plugged it up. I can't play for crap, especially, you know, I can't play to begin with, and while holding a camera and trying to record a second, I really can't do much, but it's, got a little custom-made cord here on it. It's got a splice. It's got two ends. That's the end I had plugged in the computer. Got that unplugged. And it's got this end I can plug in my guitar, so I can play my guitar and have it plugged up at my amp at the same time. And kind of disappointed. Now it's max volume. My guitar is max volume. It's not doing jack. Alright, I'm going to completely start from scratch on this one. This is a quantum hard drive that I found in storage. I would assume it's their famous 13 gig. I think I found this one out of an old IBM. Because I remember, I think this thing was like partitioned in like 13 different pieces, like 200 megs each. And then one main partition was a little weird. I guess it was for really old workstations or something. I guess it was a server, and each partition was for a workstation. Whew, what can I do with 200 megs? Oh well. I guess it's time to start unscrewing. After forcefully hitting the open thing, it was a pain. The screws, you know, no matter what size screwdriver you had, you know, focussy issues here. No matter what size screwdriver I had, I went through my entire library, and none of them would work. So I had to use force, and let's see, get a better one here. I actually had to cut each and every little screw off except for the two middle ones, which worked just fine for whatever reason. Pretty and shiny. Hey, look, you can see me. Extremely shiny discs. I think I'll have plans for those later. But I plan on taking those out, putting something on this arm. It's actually got one of these little momentum locks here that only releases the arm if the discs are moving, but you know, it's easy to bypass. Just click. Take two hands here. Interesting little piece of technology. If you're looking for some really strong magnets, by the way, that's where you want to go. There's some really strong magnets in there. Shiny! I want those shiny things. Anyway, this is one of the platters from the hard drive. If I turn this just right, you can see a ring towards the center. I'm assuming that's probably the master boot record. And they should be plain and all. It is indeed louder, but it was a trade-off for sound quality. Unfortunately, I'd rather have sound quality over loudness. It's an interesting concept. You know, wonder if I'll put some sort of dampener over here if it would improve sound quality. I'm going to tweak around with a little more. It's definitely an interesting speaker, you know, mechanical speaker type of thing here going on here. It's like re-engineering the speaker. All it is a pop can base that I glued on the arm here. Well, I did a little bit more work so far from my research. The best I can do with a mix of sound quality and loudness. It's pretty crude and basic. I just got a piece of aluminum paper here, just like literally just taped on there. It's kind of loose, but for whatever reason, something loose works better than something that was rock solid. I don't know what's up with that. I guess it's just lacking power to be able to move it and distorts the sound, so I guess something a little loose that allows it to move some, yet resonates with it some. The increased volume is probably the best I'm going to do with it. A later experiment, I'm going to have a string on this end and have like a ring with a balloon over it, and the string taped to the center of the balloon, so the balloon acts like a elastic diaphragm. It's got give, so to have decent sound quality. It won't be rock solid, so it won't be all distorted and crappy volume. But I'm going to go ahead and have a listen with the semi-finished product here. When that's hooked up to my computer's got better volume anyway. For whatever reason, I set my finger up on top like this. It works amazing. That is coming from the hard drive. That's pretty loud for a hard drive. I mean, most of them I've seen have volume problems. The ones that are kind of loud sound like complete and utter crap. I'm actually quite impressed with it. A little bit more work later, and I think I squeezed about as much performance out of this as I can. Turns out the diaphragm doesn't have to be an exact diaphragm or any type of thing attached to it. Now, this is actually 2-in-1. This is doubling as it's amplifying the acoustics, and it's making the arm not have to rock so much because it was moving too much and the sound was getting all distorted. It's fairly loud volume now, and really good quality for a hard drive. Use a little solder to add as a little spacer there. Does metal pretty well. It doesn't do metal too well, like heavy death metal. Just clicking a bunch of random things. Sounds really good. Except for death metal. Just couldn't do that.
Some Tetris motherfucker.
Wow. It does that one really well. Well, that's my little hard drive speaker adventures. I hope you enjoyed.